Well, hi, it's Maxine, Kaye, and Yoga, who just finished a yawn, and I hadn't even said anything yet. We're from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, bringing you another love note today, continuing to find ways to be with each other in times that are confusing and difficult. Have you noticed that with all of the uncertainty and the sense of being limited in many ways, that some anxiety can begin to arise within individuals, within families, within groups, within nations, within the world actually. And part of that, I think, is because the not knowing is very difficult to live with. We all need to have a sense of security, something we can trust, something we know is going to be the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and very little out there in the world and impinging upon our own personal lives is the same as it was or as it will be. Wow, that is tough, and so sometimes we can be activated by the smallest things, and we think that that thing is what upset us, when truly it's usually something different than that. I believe it's in the Course of Miracles, where we read, you're never really upset about the thing you think you're upset about. Usually there's something that's been building up, and there'll be something that might go tip us right over the edge, and then we have to go, wait a minute, that is not how I am, that is not who I am, and here it is, right in our lap. What do we do at that time? Well, we pick up a doggie and put her in our lap and begin to feel a little sense of comfort. There's so many things that we can do to comfort ourselves right now, besides overeating or imbibing too much in anything that's more than we actually need. There's one thing we can always do, always do, and that's to dive deeply into spirit, to realize that we have no control out of all the things that are going on out there or not going on out there, all the confusion, the illness, the fears, the upsets, the anxieties, the uncertainties. We have no control over that. Well, that in itself is a relief, or it can be. If I realize that I didn't create that I can't stop it, then I stop trying to move around the deck chairs on the Titanic. We're just going to go the way it goes. It's not that we don't have something to say about the way we feel and about how we can live. We have everything to say about that. It's just that we can't change the externals. Well, what does that leave? If I can't change the externals, oh, right, it must be something internal I get to look at and transform. And if something has triggered me, and we're all getting triggered right now from time to time, aren't we? Am I the only one? Then let's stop and think, we've been given a gift here. I've been showing something that seems to have frightened or upset me. And so let me take a look at it. It's a gift that is giving itself to me now, because it's coming up for me to look at. It's like dancing with our monsters. When we recognize that something's there, we're not afraid of them anymore. We can take a look and say, oh, are you still here? I thought we had transformed you a long time ago. Not necessarily. Probably made some progress, whether it was an old fear or something to which we reacted as children, coming up for us again right now in a different way, with a different face. We can say, thank you for coming up to show me what I am ready to look at in a more adult way, in a way that I can understand, in a way that I could not understand before. Rolla May was a psychologist years ago who said that anger is something that we use, saying, that made me angry, that situation, or that person, he or she made me angry. Whereas his picture of this was that anger was like a web or a net that was within us, and that things out in the world were nails upon which we attached our anger and said, see, made me mad. It's finding ways to show ourselves something within us that we really, really need to look at, to understand, to be compassionate with ourselves about, and to allow those shifts to be made once the deep understanding is there. You know, seek first to understand is a powerful phrase for us to use in dealing with other people and creating better, more fruitful relationships. Seek first to understand ourselves is a very important thing as well. Let's be wise, let's be gentle, let's hold that little one within us and say, it's okay. Thank you for showing me what you needed to show me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to let God be God in me, to let the spirit of love and compassion and wisdom, peace and power and joy transform whatever needs to be transformed into something that brings life, brings pleasant, peaceful, powerful experiences. It's an inside job. We're all in the process of doing it and doing it more peacefully, more powerfully, and more successfully. So in a sense, everything that's happening in the world right now, COVID, etc., is helping us to stay quiet enough, confined enough, that we get to do this good work. So we say thank you to it. Maybe that's one of the things we'll add to our Thanksgiving table. Or not, it's just a thought. Thanks for being with us today. We love you very much and invite you to listen tomorrow when Reverend Mike has a love note for you. And then to come on board on Sunday morning. Sunday morning we'll be together at Suite 16, although we won't be there physically, just Reverend Mike and the production crew of 2 and myself, and Yoga, of course. She's there just to keep us centered. She does a good job of that. But we'll be there at 10:30. All you need to do is go to our website, cslphilly.org, and click on the link about the live stream. It'll take you right there, 10:30. And if you can't make it at that time, click on the same link anytime, and you'll get to see it again, and past Sunday mornings as well, and past love notes as well. You know, you have an opportunity to catch up. One of our wonderful gals not long ago said, I just needed to feel connected to everybody, so I binge watched your love notes. And that made us very happy. So that's not a bad thing to binge watch. You might replace the news for that or something like that. TED Talks, something that lifts our spirits and keeps us connected, deeply connected to our source. And let's stay connected to our center by supporting it prayerfully and financially. And a very beautiful way to do that is on our GPCSL website itself. There's an opportunity to make a contribution. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are making a difference. We're still paying our rent even though we're not there. And you're helping us to do that. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you from Yoga's heart. We love you so much. Stay tuned.